Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your reading today. Thank you for joining me again. If you're new here, you're very welcome. Please consider subscribing, it really helps. I'm not going to go on about that though, so let's get into the reading. So, Scorpio, Spirit have led me to this set of cards to start with, and what we're going to do is have a look at the immediate future, but sort of the next couple of weeks. As you know, Spirit don't work timings in the same way we do. So this is a sort of a broad rule of thumb, but I'm going to focus or ask for focus on the next couple of weeks. So let's see what energies are coming in for you. We're going to probably lay a couple of lots of oracle to get as much information as we can, and then we'll lay some tarot to actually, look at what happens after that. So stick around and let's see what we can get. We have Say I'm Sorry. That's an interesting start, isn't it? And let's just see. Sometimes the camera doesn't look straight. Spirit, we're with Scorpio, please. What's this all about? What information do you want to give Scorpio? What are the energies around Scorpio, please? We have Fill the Well. What else do we have, please? Is that one? Thank you. We have Be Patient. Okay. This is interesting. We have Talk to God. Don't worry about it. We'll come back to that in a moment. And we have Be Courageous. Scorpio, interesting energies around you the next couple of weeks. Do you have someone around you who is needing to apologise or wanting to apologise? Equally, this could be your energy, Scorpio, because they can go both ways. So, you know, whatever applies to you, this is a general reading. But there's an apology in your energy field at the moment. So what is it, or who is it that needs to apologise for something? Intriguing. We'll get some more information about that in a moment. But Spirit is saying, if it's you that needs to give the apology, Scorpio, or even if it's not, whatever this situation is has left you feeling a bit depleted. If you look at this lady at the top, standing by the well, everybody else has filled their buckets and they're joyously going off to do what they need to do. This lady only has one bucket and it's empty. So they're saying whatever this situation is, it doesn't matter who's apologising to who, you've been left feeling a bit depleted by it. If this hasn't happened already, it may be coming up. There may have been a little bit of conflict going on, but it hasn't reached the apology stage yet. Whatever it is, it's taken its toll on you, Scorpio, and it's sort of in your mind a lot, which is zapping you of energy. So they're saying it's really important that you focus on you in this next couple of weeks. Regardless of what's going on around you, you need to focus on you and make sure that you're building yourself up and, you know, your energy levels, your emotional well-being, in order to sort of move forward. Whatever this situation is, may take some time to be resolved. Okay? If you are waiting for an apology from someone, you may have to wait a little while. But it is in your energy field, so I do feel it's coming. If it's playing on your mind heavily, Spirit are saying, ask us for support. Spirit won't intervene in your life unless you ask them to, unless they particularly want you on a certain path, of course. But in terms of helping you with situations, they won't do that unless you ask them. So, you know, I mean, what I do when I need help and support is literally just talk out loud. I say, Spirit, please help me with this situation. I need your help. I need your guidance. Please show me the way forward, or please bring a resolution to this issue. You know, whatever it is you're working on, just ask them to help. And you can even say, please, I'm handing this to you because I need that help. This says God. If you feel happier talking directly to God, then by all means do so. It's whatever source means to you. So it can be God, it can be the universe, it can be spirit, it can be the angels, whatever whoever it is that you feel happy connecting with. But they're asking you to have courage in this situation. I don't get the feeling this is a major situation, but it could be for one or two of you. They're asking you to be brave, basically, be courageous and keep moving forward. This is why they're asking you to make sure that you eat well, you sleep well, if you know, as much as you can, and actually look after yourself at the moment, because they want you to have the energy and the stamina to move forward. Scorpio, it feels like you've taken something very much to heart, and you may be justified in doing so. I don't know. As I say, all your situations will be different because it's a very general reading, but it kind of feels like this situation, as I say, has played heavily on you. You've taken it very much to heart. It's taking a while to resolve, and Spirit is saying, let us help you. And then you've got to pick yourself up and move forward, Scorpio. That's what's important here. I'm going to get some what I call feelings cards. And I don't know why I always say that with this deck, but I love this John Holland deck. And I think I may have said in some of the readings before, I'm going to focus on some of the decks I've got and what my favourites are and why in upcoming videos. So yeah, stay tuned for those if you're interested. But let's get the feelings behind this. What is going on for Scorpio, Spirit? Thank you. Sacral chakra. Yeah, you've got the desire, the real wish to get this sorted out. Whatever it is, it's bothering you. I get the feeling at the moment, Scorpio. And yeah, sacral chakra is all about, you know, very deep emotions, but it's also about yearnings, wishes, desires. So you really want this sorting, and it may be that you're having to be more patient than you'd anticipated. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. You're wanting it to move on quickly. You're wanting this to be sorted so that you can move on. And, you know, other people aren't dealing with it in the same way you're dealing with it. And I think you're finding that quite difficult. And that's why it's depleting your energy. But everybody deals with things differently, don't they? Spirit are giving you some downloads here. This is your crown chakra. This is your connection with source, as we talked about a few minutes ago. So Spirit are saying, you know, just let your intuition guide you here, Scorpio. Know that even if you're having to be patient, know it's going to be sorted out, because, you know, deep down, you know that somehow this is going to be resolved. You're just having to be patient about it. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Spirit is saying, if you want that lighter energy, if you want support from us, just ask for it, Scorpio. You know, ask for it and let it go. And then they will prompt you if they want you to take any action. You know, it will find its resolution, whatever this issue is for you. So we'll look, I mean, I'm going to get another card for the, oh, thank you. Yeah, okay. They want you to stay grounded, okay? They know that it's affecting you, and you know they know that you want it sorting quickly. But like we said, you need to look after yourself. You need to just stay grounded. You know, don't get wrapped up in the emotion of this situation as much as possible, Scorpio, because they want you to keep your feet on the ground to enable you to build the strength to be able to move forward. And I'm going to pull some tarot now, because I want to know, why do you need to be courageous? What's this all about? Oh gosh. And at the bottom of that deck, we have the card of patience. So that is really interesting, because they are asking you to be patient while they sort this out. You know, it may not magically happen overnight, because we've got two cards of patience, but they are asking you to bear with them, but they need to be asked to be invited in. Oh, this is interesting, because at the bottom of the deck of the first set of cards, we didn't look at this earlier, but they prompted me to look at it now, and it says tell the truth. So if there has been a dispute with somebody else, it's just important that you're honest, Scorpio. It's not a time for, they've just said smoke and mirrors. So it's not a time for a bit of fabrication. Not that I'm suggesting you would, but you know what I mean. Just be honest is what they're saying. So it may be that a discussion is pending regarding this issue, and that's where the apology will come from. and they're asking you to be honest. So let's pull some tarot. Which tarot should we use, Spirit? I think we're going to go here. Let's pull some tarot. So why is Scorpio needing to be courageous? What's this about, please? Yeah, Page of Swords. So there's definitely this emphasis on clarity here. And that's why they're asking you to tell the truth as well. I'm going to put those just there. I don't know if they're in camera. Although you can just see the edge of it. Yeah. The Page of Swords, pages have a lot to learn, but this is about honesty. You know, pages are sort of at the beginning of their learning, if you know what I mean. But also there's messages here. So you may get a message from this person, or you may, if you're the person that needs to apologize, Scorpio, you may be messaging somebody else. This is definitely about communication, but it is honest communication. So this is definitely on its way. So maybe they're asking you to be courageous and be honest about what's happened. This could be to do with a love connection. But this is also about self-love. The lovers can represent so many things. And, you know, this is about loving energy per se. So this could be about your self-love and, you know, just looking after yourself while you're working through whatever this issue is. It could, as I say, be a communication from a partner. If you and a partner have had a dispute and maybe you're in separation because you've had an argument recently, then maybe one of you or both of you need to apologise, and you need to have this honesty going on in your relationship. It's going to be healed. There's going to be this resolution. The Hierophant is very much about traditional approaches, and this is where we get down to the sort of healing in a traditional way. So wanting to be just basically honest, work through things in a very healing fashion. It is going to resolve itself. Hierophant can talk about marriage as well, but I don't know how relevant that is as yet in this reading, if it's a love relationship, because I think there's a lot of healing that needs to be done. And I think that's the main emphasis here. A lot of healing that needs to be done once this conversation takes place. Yeah, because there's been arguments. There may be more arguments, but I don't feel so. I feel Spirit are saying you are going to be healing these arguments because you're going to have honest conversations. Yeah, they're bringing the love back in. The King of Cups is a lovely protective energy. Spirit want you to know that they're protecting you at all times. They're watching over you. They want you to be honest, straightforward. They want you to bring loving energy into this situation. And they also, you know, want to make sure that whoever this person is you're arguing with, that they approach you with love as well. If they don't, then you need to look after yourself and remove yourself from that situation. So yes, there's honest conversations following arguments. There is a lot of love coming back in. And decisions to be made. But make sure you've got all the information. Again, you know, you're wanting to move forward with clarity, which is why we've got this card of courage. But they said in moving forward, whether you're with this person, whether you're not with this person, it may not be a love connection. As I say, it may be it could be love in terms of family or friends. But they said, make sure you've got all the information. They're interfering with my throat for some reason. Excuse me a minute. They do that when I'm missing something, so there must be something missing here. Maybe they're just saying you're missing the information. They want to emphasize that point. There may be things that you don't know, and they want me to pull this card, that's why. But things are going to become a lot clearer, Scorpio. And I love the fact that I chose this deck because we have the dove behind it, which is a symbol of love. So yes, this love is coming back in. It seems like things are going to be put right following a conflict. It does look to me like it could be a romantic separation, but it could also be a conflict with a family member. beginning of clarity. So I think moving forward, I think one of you or even both of you are going to be saying, you know, we're going to stand for what we want from life. We want an honest relationship. And if the honesty isn't on the table, then I've got to be courageous and walk alone. But if we're going to be honest, and this is honesty from both sides, because remember, Spirit gave you the card of tell the truth. Don't be afraid to express your feelings, is what they're saying. We're not saying that you have not been telling the truth. They're saying, you know, when you express your feelings, be honest about how you feel, you know, because that is courageous, because sometimes it's hard to talk about how you feel. And, you know, they said you're going to have the clarity to be able to make decisions here. But make sure that you know all the information. There's love. There's definitely love around you. So that was an interesting reading, Scorpio. It won't have, you know, connected with all of you, obviously, but for some of you, if it does, please let me know in the comments down below, because that seemed to be quite a direct message for some of you. I need to go because my throat is going very croaky. So time for a cup of tea, I think. Being English, that's what we do. So if you did enjoy the reading, please do click the like button. Please join us and subscribe. Because, yeah, people come back and watch the videos repeatedly but don't subscribe, and I find that fascinating because it doesn't cost you anything. It just helps the channel. So anyway, thank you very much, and I will speak to you all again really soon. Bye for now, Scorpio.